What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be embroidering a tablecloth. Check this out. So if you're interested in seeing the process of how I did this, stick around. Alright, so here it is right here. With this image right here, we have three color changes. We got the purple, the white, and then the gray that's inside of this right here. All right, also the stitch count on this thing is 99,072. So I wasn't sure this was gonna be able to be done. I was like, let's just try it, and if anything happens, I'll just go buy them a new one and tell them I can't do it. So we were able to do it. So I'm gonna take you through the process on how I did it. All right, so the size of this is 8.17 this way, and then 13.14 this way. All right, so the customer wants one on one side, and then we're gonna put two. We're gonna put another one on that side and another one over here on this side. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna have to do two more of these. Like I said, I wanted to do one to make sure that this would work, right? So it worked. As you can see, this thing is like really paper thin. So I'm gonna show you how I did the back. All right, so when it came to the back here, I used this wash away, I believe it is. This is what we use right here. And because it's so big, I used two of them. We're using the big round oval hoop. So I used that. And then I used two sheets of this right here, which is a tearaway. This is what I use for screen printing. So I'm using this because I have it. So same thing as the tearaway. So I use in this one, and then the wash away one that we're using also. So I haven't fully cleaned this up yet. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna show you how I set this up. So here is this one. So they want one right here, one right here, and one right here, but on the opposite side. So spin this around. All right, so whenever it comes to this, you can use this one or you can use this one. The first one I did, I used this one right here, so I'm gonna stick with that. Just because this material is so thin, I don't want it to mess up whenever I put these on there. So we're not gonna use this one. We are gonna use the hoop. All right, so the total size for this tablecloth is 83 inches. So we divide that in half. The middle of it is gonna be 41 and a half. And then to find the middle of this right here, we're gonna divide that again, and we get 20 3/4. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come down here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure 20 3/4, and I'm gonna use this water solvent marker pencil, something like that. We're gonna use that. So we're gonna come across here, 20 3/4, make our mark, and then I'm gonna do the same thing a little bit higher, 20 3/4, and then I'm just gonna make a line straight down so I know where I'm at. All right, so here we are right here. We're gonna be using the D hoop, right? So with the D hoop, or any of the hoops, you can see this has a notch right here and a notch down here and on the sides, right? So what I want to do is I want to line this up the way I'm going to do this. All right, so get all this ready. All right, so now that I got where I want this, I'm going to take this back off, and I'm going to put this. So this is what I was talking about. I had to cut two of them. I had to cut one like that and one like this, and then I'm going to put one like this and one like that. So it makes the tablecloth a lot thicker, I think, and it worked out good the first time. So we're going to do that again. So we're going to pick this up, lay this on here just like that. Bring this back over. All right, so whenever it comes time to putting this on, I'm putting these notches facing towards me instead of that way. And the reason I'm doing that is so that this can hang and this can hang off the embroidery machine, and only this is gonna be on the back side, and it's not gonna have all of this bunched up in there. So we got it, push it on. Just like that. And then I have my little screw right here so I can bring it to the front and start to tighten it up. All right, so I like to use a screwdriver to make this really, really tight so that it doesn't move around but I just want to get it snug real quick so that once it's snug, I can then tighten all of this up. Then I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to push this down. Just like that. Then I'm going to tighten it some more. Then pull all your slack out of it, get it nice and tight. And we should be good to go put it into the machine. So let's go ahead and go take it over there. Alright, so I'm using the MT1501 from Racoma. Finally got to use this table. It's been sitting in the back for about a month, but we got to use it. So let me show you how we put this on here before we put the actual piece on here. Alright, so here's what it looks like from the bottom. So whenever you get this and you go to put it on here, you basically just slide it where you on here, and then once you get it into place, you got these little levers and you lock them into place. So you got 4 of them. You got 1 here, 2 in the back, and then 1 right here. So you lock them into place and you're good. If your bobbin runs out, you still have access to your bobbin right here, right? So that's how easy this thing was to get on here. If you got help, use help to get it on there. It just makes it a whole lot easier. All right, so here is the tablecloth. We're gonna basically the same thing as if you're doing a shirt or something different. Slide it on here, push it in, so you hear it click. Once it clicks, you're good. All right, so now that you got it into place, I'm gonna show you how to set this up. All right, so here's the display for the MT1501. So also whenever you order this machine, it also comes with a thumb drive. So if you get someone to digitize your work, you could drop it on here and then put it onto the actual machine. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and stick this onto the side. And right here on the side, you'll see a little USB slot, and it goes just like that. All right, so here we are. We already have our image pulled up, but if you didn't, you would come here to File. You would come to, this is your USB. So you're gonna click that, page 4. I'm just gonna go backwards. There's our page 4 right there. So I would click this, and then once I have it, I'm going to hit this right here, and then I'm gonna save it to a folder. I just stick with everything on one, like I told you guys prior, so I don't have to look for it, right? So mine's already on the machine. Here it is right here. It's the last one that I'm doing. There it is. Wrong one. That one, you hit OK. It's going to bring it up. And there it is. So if you look right here, the image is flipped. It's not facing the other way. And I'm going to show you why I did that. So remember, I told you if I didn't flip it, the image would print or stitch this way, and then it would be upside down. So being that this is the bottom of the tablecloth, I flipped it so that it's going to be this way. And this is how I did it. All right, so to flip your image, you come here inside of here, and this is how your image will originally look. Just like that. So your image will look like this whenever you first put it in there. But me, like I told you, we flipped it, so I had to come in here and flip it the opposite way. Right, so here we are. So now what I want to do is I want to hit OK. We're using the F hoop. This hoop is actually bigger than that size that's on there, but since that's the biggest they have in here, I just went with that. So we're going to do that. It flipped our image again, so make sure we have to redo that. So pick your hoop first, and then come up here and flip your image. Hit OK so that it doesn't flip on you. And then you accidentally hit start and it starts to do it, right? Right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put this thing into embroidery mode. So we're going to hit this, enter embroidery status, we're going to hit OK. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a trace to make sure that our needle doesn't hit the hoop. So let's do that. Right, so you're going to hit trace, you're going to hold down needle 1, let it do its little thing, and see where it goes. So we are well away from the hoop. But what I want to do is I want to move this because I want it to stitch lower than what is going. So I want it to get as close to the bottom of this as we can, so there's not much of a gap between there. So let's do that. All right, so in order to move this, you have these arrow keys right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm holding the down button and is bringing this down towards me. And what that's going to do is my image is now shifting where it wants to go. If you look here, the image will move. So now I'm going to hold down my trace button again, and I'm just going to make sure that it's not going to hit the hoop. So I'm going to trace again. And it stopped about right here. But what I'm going to do is I want to go even lower now. So I want to go a little bit lower because the needle was about right here. So if the needle goes there, it's going to be a gap. Probably like a 3-inch gap from the bottom to the image, and that's okay, but I want to go a little bit lower to there, and then we'll do it one more time. If your stepper foot or whatever this thing is called gets too close to this, just let it go. So we're good. So we're good there. I could probably go down just a little bit more. Just a little bit. And we'll do our last trace. So we're good. It didn't hit it at all. We're good to go. And then the last thing I want to do is I want to make sure that my image is lined up with this line right here that we made. So whenever I put this down, all I'm doing is just checking to see if this white line is lined up with this foot, and if it's off a little bit, all you gotta do is just adjust it to the left or the right, however you want it. All right, so the next thing you have to do before you can do anything is you have to set up your colors, right? So I haven't programmed these colors with the colors that I have in the back. So number 7 is actually purple right here. So that's number 7, but if you look at 7, it's pink. This doesn't matter, I just go off of that back there. So number 7 is purple, number 2 is white, and number 14 is the gray that we're using. So we got 7, 2, 14. So we got 10 different color changes as it goes through 3 colors, right? So then once you got all of that set up, you hit OK. Right, and then if you look right here, it's 99,072 stitches, right? We're going to be doing about 770 stitches per minute, just to see how it goes. I did that with the last one that I did, and everything went fine. So whenever you're ready and you got everything set up, all you got to do is come here and click the start button. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some music on. I'm going to let this thing just stitch. It's got over 99,000 stitches. Alright, so the time right now is 12:19. I started the time a little bit late, but we're going to see how long it takes to stitch this. This thing is 99,000 stitches. So let's see how long it takes to stitch one of these. And whenever we get done with both of them, we'll tell you how long it took and we'll show you the end result. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to replace the thread before it runs all the way through, because then it's a headache to get it all the way through. So before that happens, we're going to replace it. So let's do that. So you just tie these into a knot. Alright, so now that I got it tied in a knot like that right there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the front, I'm going to grab it, I'm going to pull it through. The reason I did this right here is because if I didn't do this, I would have to fish this all the way from here, through here, down, and then reroute it through everything to get it back to the needle. But being that I went ahead and I did that before it ran out, I'm going to show you how easy it is if you do it this way. Alright, so I'm going to come over here, I'm going to grab this, I'm going to cut it, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to just pull the white through this right here. And if you look right here as I'm pulling it, you can see there's our knot, how it's coming up and through the hoops up there, or the little loops. And then as I pull it, it's going to go through there. Now it's made it into, we're on number 2, so now it made it through here. And if you look, this is not a tube, it's actually like a little slinky. You can see our white thread in there, and as I pull it, you're going to see it coming through. And then here's our knot right here, and as I pull it, you can see it moving down, goes through there, round, down. Then as I pull it, you're going to see it going through here. Alright, so we got it back down here now. The knot's not going to let it through there, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull it a little bit more, and I'm going to cut that so we can remove this out of here. Alright, now we'll take the thread, rethread it, pull it through, and then back through there. And then you have this spring up here, you just put it up against that, and you can leave it like that, or I usually just cut it however you want to do it. So we got it up here now. Alright, so now we're good, our thread is good, and we can continue by just hitting stop. Alright, so that's it. That's one of them complete. We still got another one to do. This thing took about, let's see, I don't remember what time we said we started, but it's 3:28, 12 something, right? I have to look back when I edit the video, but 3:28, so probably 3 hours. 3 hours to do this, but it's done. 3 hours to do it. That's a while, but it's done. It looks good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to load the next one. I'm not going to take you guys through the process of that one. I'll just show you the finished product whenever we're done with the other one. So we'll be right back. Alright, so there it is. All 3 of them are now complete. Got it the way the customer wanted. They're here to pick it up actually, so we're going to finish this up real quick. So 99,000 stitches, took us about 2.5 hours to do each one. 2.5 hours to 3 hours, right? Yeah, about 3 hours to do each one. But it was worth it. It came out nice. This is the first time I did something this big, and I'm glad they put their trust in me to get this done for them. So if you're in Thompson, you guys can go swing by there. Hair by Jessie. So look her up. I'll put her Instagram tag down below. So if you guys are interested and in the Thompson area, go check her out. All right, so like I said, I didn't get to show you too much of that at the end there because the customer was here waiting for their tablecloth. So I wanted to get it to them, and I didn't want to make them wait while I was trying to do this part of the video. But I want to say again, thank you to you guys for coming in here and trusting in me to get that tablecloth done for you. All right, and like I said, we got to use this table for the first time. Whenever it came in, I didn't know what it was going to be used for. And again, everything that you guys have been seeing me use in the video, I haven't purchased anything. Everything came with the actual machine. So the table, all the hoops, everything that I've been using has all come with the machine. All right, and then we got to use this table. Like I said, I didn't know what I was going to use this for, but I guess that's what it's used for, big stuff like that. But it helped out, kept it from dragging on the floor. So I guess that's probably what it's used for, right? And then I want to say thanks to my digitizer. If you guys need a digitizer, go down below. I'll put his link down there. You can find him on Facebook. You can find him on Instagram. He does really, really good jobs, and he has really fast turnaround time. So if you guys need a really good digitizer, make sure you guys go check him out. All right, so I need to take this off. We're getting ready to do some caps. I did one cap already. Check this out. Came out pretty good. We're getting ready to do some caps, some beanies, and a sweater for crushwear. So we're getting ready to do this. So if you guys are interested on how I do this, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, click that bell so you're notified whenever we put this video out, okay? All right, so that's it. If you guys are looking for a embroidery machine, go down below. There's a link to Racoma. Click that link. It supports the page, and you can also get a discount off of one of these. Free shipping, low monthly payment. Go check them out. The 15 needle, the 10 needle. I don't even know what else they sell. But go down below, click that link, and check them out if you guys are interested in one of these. You guys have seen it from the beginning. Told you I didn't know what I was doing. As long as you have a good digitizer to do this for you, basically what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead, you're going to put your image in there, add the colors, and hit start, and everything else should go good. Everything has been going really good with this machine so far, so I'm really impressed with it. A lot of people have been saying a lot of bad stuff about Racoma. I can't say nothing bad about them because I haven't had nothing but success since I've started using this thing. All right, so thank you guys for watching another one of my videos. Thank you for all the support. This is going to be the next video, so stay safe, stay healthy, and until next time, keep pressing.